Hello everyone, here is Daljit Kaur, your painting teacher. I hope you all are very fine. In last video we have done first chapter Sub School of Rajasthan School of Art. So today we will continue with the same chapter. So let's start fifth sub school Kishangarh School. The estate which was inherited by Kishan Singh, the eighth son of Raja Uday Singh of Jodhpur, is known as Kishangarh. This small state surrounded by Jaipur, Jodhpur and Ajmer saw a sudden spark of genius when art of other states was almost nearing the end during the reign of Raja Raj Singh and later his son Raja Sawan Singh. Sawan Singh was a scholar and an expert in music, poetry, and painting. During his reign, he had given order to his artist to make too many paintings. The quality of this work is life-size portraits, no effect of Mughals, and the famous work of this school is Radha Banithani, which means a well-dressed woman. Apart from illustrations on Sawan Singh work, the scenes from court, royal portraits, Bhagavad Puran, Bihari Chandrika, Naik Naik Beda, and Geet Govinda were also painted. Beauty in depiction of women is a chief achievement of this school. Banithani is the main example of this school. So next is Jaipur School of Art. The Jaipur school reached its peak in the 18th century AD, when Mughal influence weakened after the rule of Outstead. Before that, under Jai Singh I, the close alliance with Delhi and patronage in art by Akbar remained deep-rooted. Though artists tried to come out of the Mughal influence with subjects from Hindu epics and the romances of Lord Krishna, the effect remained. Later on, with Mughal expertise in limited colors and the sense of space in the background, they were ready to make their own mark in bold compositions and use of stylization under Pratap Singh. The subject matters were life-size portraits, Ragmala, Lord Krishna and Radha, Rajput princes, camel fights, royal courts, Bhagavad Puran, the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, and erotic themes. Now next is main characteristics of Rajasthani School of Art. The art of Rajasthan is characterized by primitive vigor, bold outlines, and brilliant colors. However, the treatment of facial types, local sceneries, and the technical details are different in sub-schools. Basically, each and every school has their own effects. First characteristic is diverse subject matters, which means different subject matters, variety of subject matters. Point A, religious paintings. In these kind of paintings, artists have taken themes from Ramayana, Mahabharata, Radha Krishna, Bhagavad Puran, Durga Mahatmya. Second one is literary paintings. Other than the above subjects inspired from Indian epics, devotional poetry, romantic poetry, and Indian music were also their themes. Bhakti Sagar, Riti Kavya, Geet Govinda, Rasik Priya are the examples of the illustrated literary themes. Third one is general paintings. In these kind of paintings, artists have painted court scenes, battle scenes, portraits, night scenes, general life, folklores in the Rajasthani School of Art. Second is linear beauty. In this art development from Western and Central Indian schools, bold lines are apparent in the initial phases. Later, line became thin, rhythmic and soft, graceful in all sub-schools of Rajasthan. Next is color scheme. Most important point. Colors bring out of the effect of all emotions. For instance, red for anger, passion, yellow for marvelous, and blue for royal splendor. Mostly bright and glowing color are used carefully in a harmonious contrast. In some paintings, gold and silver colors have been also used. Background is mostly flat. Next is human figures. During the period of folk art influence, figures were all identical. They had round face with pointed nose and elongated eyes. These are basic features of Rajasthani art. Body is smaller in proportion to the face but improved in later decades. Men have robust body, yellowish skin, and hair reaching till ears. Female figures are frequently painted. Their faces are brighter with shapely bodies and expressive faces. Next is two-dimensional paintings. Colors are defined with simple lines and flat colors are used in the background without any gradations. Gradation means tonal values. Next is depiction of nature. Nature has been beautifully depicted in Rajasthani paintings. Different trees, mountains, water springs, floral trees, lakes have successfully depicted the beauty of nature. Animals and birds came as Mughal influence. Nature also complements as a tool for emotional expressions. Next is depiction of women. There is a brilliant representation of feminine charm in the different modes and moods. When women have soft faces, face and necks are long with high sloping forehead, long pointed noses, and well cut lips. Limbs are shapely with thin fingers. They all resemble each other. Apparently, one face was duplicated for all. Next is symbolism. In these, trees are ornamental. Repeated shapes of leaves are painted in light and shade. Sometimes they appear only for ornamentation in the composition. In many paintings, artist has drawn these kind of trees for to fill the background. Next is night scenes. Night scenes are painted in a very attractive way. Black or smoke gray color of the night sky lends beautiful contrast to the white and yellowish golden color of the moons and stars. Next is hunting scenes. Depiction of animals and birds being hunted has been done as the effect of Mughal school of art. 11th is architecture. Basically, artists have shown architecture to fulfill the painting and to white laces in Mughal style is also noticed at places. Palaces are domed, brickwork and marble both appear in buildings, which is the example of Mughal architecture. Next is general life. Art was not restricted to the royalty only. The themes of religious, romantic, and social life had reached the masses as well. Daily life activities like festivals, village lives, marriage processions, etc., were also painted. Next is on ornaments and garments. Diamond and pearl studded jewelry in designs is commendable. The royal ensembles comprise of earring, rings, armlets, bangles, elaborate foreheads, adornments, and necklaces. Next is crowded scenes. Crowded scenes. In some paintings like Govardhan, Dharan, Krishna lifting Mount Govardhan, men, women, and animals have been painted in large numbers. Next is effect of folk art and Mughal influence. Folk art is a prominent in all Rajasthani paintings before they got influenced by Mughal art in later stages. During the initial phase, figures are smaller in proportion to the faces, but as they progressed, bodies become more robust and complexion became more Indian. So next are our paintings. Our first painting is Maru Ragni, artist Sahibdin, school, Mewar, period circa 18th century AD, medium tempera, watercolor on paper. Subject matter of this painting is Maru Ragni is a vertical painting from Ragmala series. Description is it is a vertical painting. The king with his queen is riding on a camel. Background yellow, but foreground is light green. Two male escorts are running along with the camel riding couple. Basically, there are in this painting, you can see 4 male figures are there and 1 female figure is there. In the center of yellow background and green foreground, a band of sky with blue color has been shown. The camel has been shown with full energy. One male attendant is leading the camel. A hunting dog is also running ahead of the 2 escorts. The dresses of all figures are in flat colors. No tonal value is there. Transparent white color has been used in the painting. Camel is well decorated. The king is holding a flower in his hand and looking at the queen. On the top of the painting, Maru Ragni is written. It is a painting of Baramasa. In the painting, facial expressions are shown with rhythmic lines. You can say soft lines. The colors are bright and natural, which tell the story of heroines and heroes. Next painting is Raja Aniruddha Singh Hara. Artist name is Utkal Ram, medium tempera watercolor on paper. Period early 18th century AD, school Bundi. Subject matter is this artwork is a portrait of bravery. The Prince Raja Aniruddha Singh Hara is sitting on the back of a running horse who is making a power show. Description: the Rajput miniature from Bundi school of Rajasthan is a decorative Mughal style. The Prince Anirudh Singh is seated on the back of a fast running white horse, holding the horse reins in his left hand. He is holding a white flower in his right hand and close to the chest. The dress of the prince is of transparent white, light orange, coffee brown colors, and orange pajama. The face of the king is shown in profile. The background is painted in deep blue black. Entire composition is based on the prince and his running horse. Figure is Ek Chasham. Now please note this. Ek Chasham is a big, big point of this Rajasthani school. Ek Chasham means single eye, one eye. Two front legs of horse are uplifted and it is balancing on its back legs only. Prince cap and dress are well decorated, transparent coffee color and orange is used in his dress. The tail of horse shows the fast speed of running horse. Next is swing. Krishna on swing. Artist Nuruddin. School Bikaner. Medium watercolor on paper. Period 1683 AD. Size 20 into 14 centimeter. Subject matter. Basically, this painting is based on the Rasik Priya poetry of Keshav Das, the most widely illustrated work of medieval Hindu poetry. One day, Krishna takes with him on the swing a gopi other than Radha. This behavior of Krishna offends Radha, whose love for Krishna will not tolerate anyone in between. Description. This painting is divided into two parts. The artist seems to have slightly changed the episode. The upper part of painting relates to the first part of the episode, though with some change. Krishna is alone on the swing. He has his eyes fixed on the Radha who is sitting in the porch or on terrace. Radha too is looking at Krishna. Thus, ego of both ends obstructs union and offends both. In the lower part, Krishna is seen sitting inside one bower and Radha inside the other. The eyes and faces of both betray grief and pain. We can see clearly pain on their face in the painting. From the action of Gopi's hand, she appears to assert that, being a male and a mightier, he is expected to have a broader, wider, and more liberal mind and a greater responsibility towards Radha. This painting is nearer to indigenous Rajput consciousness. It reflects folk art elements, whereas it is fine draughtsmanship, technical executions, and use of softer tones of colors. Lines are thin and sharp. Next painting is Chaugan players. Chaugan means polo players. Artist Dana. Medium tempera on paper. Period circa 18th century AD. School Jodhpur. Subject matter is Chaugan player is a horizontal painting in which two princes are playing polo with their four maids. Description. The princes are sitting on the back of two different horses in the upper section of the painting and are facing each other, while the other four horses in the lower section with the maids are running with in opposition direction. But the faces of maids are on the same side where princes are looking. Figures have been perfected against red, yellow, ultramarine, and orange background. All 6 polo sticks were covering the ball. All ladies have high rounded foreheads, faces are profile, the eyes of ladies are elongated up to their temple. The skirts are spread on the horse's back like bells in a stylized manner. This composition is against a flat green background. Colors are very bright. A light green landscape shows harmonious contrast to the painting. Next is Radha Banithani. the most famous painting of the world from Rajasthan school. Artist Nihal Chand, School Kishangarh School of Art, period circa 1760 AD, medium tempera on paper. Subject matter: this painting is based on court dancer of King Sawan Singh of Kishangarh named Bani Thani. The king was great devotee of Radha and Krishna. He gave the name Bani Thani to his court dancer. Description: this is one of the well-known paintings of Rajasthani art of Kishangarh. Nihal Chand's paintings Radha of Kishangarh or Bani Thani, which means well turned out. Her face is elongated with high and sloping forehead, pointed and long nose, bulging out well cut lips, and pointed chin. Her long black tresses are flowing down from her shoulders to her waist. Long tapering fingers of her right hand are delicately holding the edge of the transparent orni. In her left hand there are two lotus birds of pink and white color, which she is holding with her delicate fingers. Orni is decorated with golden motifs. Her dress and jewelry reflects the taste and costumes of the contemporary Rajput royalty. She is wearing a white pearl necklace around her neck. The background is painted in deep blue color. Lines are sharp and thin. This painting has beautiful color scheme. On the whole, the painting is very beautiful. Next is Bharat meets Rama at Chitrakuta, a scene from Ramayana. Artist Guman, period 18th century AD. Medium tempera on paper. Subject matter is the painting depicts a scene from Ramayana when Bharat comes to Chitrakoot to meet Rama with his three mothers and Guru Vishwamitra. Various episodes have been shown in a single scene. In the background, the use of green color in different shades is the speciality of this painting. In the foreground and in front of the huts, Ram, Sita, and Lakshman stand out against the green forest. Behind the hut, a grove of lush green banana trees have been painted. This small painting has about 49 figures in the center of the painting. Rama has been shown prostrating on the ground, touching the feet of his guru. Lakshmana stands nearby, facing Vishwamitra with folded hands. At one place, Rama is meeting his mother. Some ladies can also be seen in profile, standing and sitting. In front of all, we can see a stream of white and red lotus flowers. Colors balance is very good. At this time, Mughal influence has receded and a genuine Jaipur style came into prominence. Basically, in this painting, a repetition of same themes they have shown in this one painting. Or you can say, in this painting, only one procedure they have shown into turn by turn. So this is all about